Manny Pacquiao's first day of sparring for the Mayweather rematch has been absolutely amazing. Though we saw him in full energetic training for Barrios' fight, this time he is crossing all limits because it's Floyd, a rematch, and his long-awaited chance for redemption.
When you spark Manny, how many Mannys were in the ring with you at that same time? Because Brandon Real said he fought 8 Mannys, one sparring partner.
About 4 or 5
4 or 5 Mannys were in there? The punches that come from all angles at all times? Punches and bunches. How do you fight 4 and 5 people at the same time? I mean, one time you fought 12 cops at the same time.
You just keep pushing forward, man.
Nothing you can do.
He has never looked out of shape, even on off days, continuously working to keep his body fit, and now he leaves nothing to chance. Every session shows his relentless focus and determination.
Thank you, Keith. Unleashing the man here. May 25th, second day of workout. Man, looks like he's ready to go. Woo! Nice! Yeah, woo! He's excited already.
He is currently at 47, but his training denies his age as he prepares like a young fighter ready to make his professional debut. For this fight, he is pushing beyond every boundary, sharpening his speed, refining his power, and strengthening his endurance. The intensity of his camp reflects how he wants redemption, knowing it is Floyd, the rematch, and the opportunity he has pursued for years. He refuses to slow down. Though everyone knows what this rematch brings for both legends, Manny is very clear in his mind about what he wants to achieve, and he has asserted it in pre-fight interviews. He claims to have learned from the mistakes that cost him the first contest against Floyd Mayweather, and is ready to secure victory this time, fully backing his words with grueling work in the gym daily. Furthermore, predictions on this rematch have been brutal so far, with many giving Mayweather Jr. the edge because of his first success and superior skill set. However, Manny seems unaffected, continuing to push hard in camp. Beyond proving critics wrong, he must satisfy himself by overcoming that past loss, driving himself relentlessly in training to demonstrate growth, resilience, and his unwavering hunger for redemption. On the other hand, for Floyd Mayweather Jr., this rematch is far more than another fight. It feels deeply personal. He does not see Manny as an ordinary boxing opponent, but as an arch rival he refuses to lose to at any cost. Having beaten him a decade ago, Floyd now has the opportunity to do it again, and he is working relentlessly in the gym, determined to secure victory once more. Floyd's speed, power, and timing have always been his greatest tools in every bout. With those attributes, he has dismantled opponents regardless of how strong or celebrated they were. This time, however, it may feel like he is testing those gifts for the final time in his professional career. His staff is pushing him through diverse activities, sharpening his reflexes, refining his accuracy, and ensuring his trademark skills remain perfectly polished.
Mexico, get ready. Let me give you guys a little show. So we go straight to the inside. Let's go straight in the inside.
Another reason he is grinding harder than in any previous camp is the presence of his unblemished professional record, which continues to motivate him. He understands that one final emphatic win can cement his legacy in sporting history forever. That belief drives him to focus on every minute detail before he steps onto the grand stage once again. Moreover, his teamwork throughout this camp has been phenomenal. Though some members were not part of his staff during the first victory over Pacquiao, they fully sensed the magnitude and intensity surrounding these iconic names. Rather than feeling overwhelmed, they have embraced the pressure, studying Pacquiao thoroughly and designing precise workouts to ensure Mayweather performs at his absolute best when it matters most.
My trainer, I chose her for a reason. She worked extremely hard. Anytime you call her, she shows up and she got great energy. It's all about having a person with you that got great energy, that's positive, and that's why I chose her as my trainer. She's from the Midwest like myself.
Besides fighters training, Jaron Ennis predicted a stoppage win for Floyd Mayweather. In his view, the way Floyd fights would likely see him landing heavy shots on his opponent. He also kept the age factor in mind and stated that there would be a lot of exchanges with less movement between the fighters, allowing Floyd to land decisive punches on Manny Pacquiao if he finds the right time.
So he older now, he ain't gonna be doing too much movement. He gonna be sharp and he gonna make Pacquiao run into something with some sharp calm, like, watch.
Oh, so you think this ends in a stoppage?
It's a possibility, yo. I ain't even gonna lie. It's a possibility. I can see him catching Pacquiao.
Like Jaron, Oscar De La Hoya also spoke very highly of Mayweather Jr. He praised his toolbox, careful approach toward his boxing personality, and strong mindset. De La Hoya highlighted that continuous hard work allows a fighter to stay ahead of an opponent. He described Mayweather as a gym enthusiast who is always prepared for battle and determined to secure a comprehensive victory in the ring.
I think Mayweather will take it. Yeah, one thing about Mayweather you have to understand is he's always taken care of himself, like, his body, physically, mentally. He's always been very sharp and always staying in the gym and doing something physically, right? That's the big advantage he has. I mean, he's an athlete. He's a world-class athlete.
Another important boxing figure, Max Kellerman, praised Floyd Jr. after his first victory and now hopes for him to win the rematch as well. His prediction stems from his understanding of both fighters. Kellerman noted that although he ranks Manny Pacquiao higher pound for pound, Mayweather's skill, toughness, and ring intelligence make him nearly impossible to beat in the ring.
When I do a pound for pound ranking, I'm trying to be objective. Pacquiao jumped more weight classes. What he did pound for pound to me was more impressive.
But you have him over Floyd.
But I never thought Pacquiao was going to beat Floyd, ever.
But Pacquiao, he's one of my favorite fighters. Who? Floyd and Pacquiao, they're one of my favorite fighters. But I still want to see
Floyd's the longer, bigger, better defensive fighter.
Right.
But let's be real, what this is all about, business. This is going to be a mega event.
Like the others, Keyshawn Davis also shared his belief that Floyd Jr. will come out on top, backing his choice with clear and reasonable arguments. He likely considered Floyd's complete skill set and sharp ring intelligence while making that call. Still, Davis is looking forward to a tightly contested battle in which both fighters exchange freely, giving fans an exciting and unforgettable night of boxing action.
You know what I'm saying? Before Pacquiao fought Barrios, he ain't fighting a very long time. But Floyd had probably like 2-3 exhibitions. Floyd even fought Logan Paul. He a young kid. So Floyd is the more active retirement fighter.
Stays in shape. You got the Bugatti though.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's like,
he stays in shape.
I got Floyd.
Yeah.
Chat.
I got
Floyd.
No, not really. I don't think so. I mean, Manny Pacquiao's had a fight recently, hasn't he, against Mario Barris, who's just lost his title to Ryan Garcia, deservedly so. And that was a draw in which most people saw Pacquiao at the end of his career, saw what was left of him, and were not too happy that he came back again. Floyd Mayweather has had a variety of different bouts. I mean, I hear that he's going to fight Mike Tyson. I don't understand what that thinking is. Or an exhibition. We've seen him fight and hold up Conor McGregor in an exhibition fight. It's Netflix building entertainment models around sport. Sport is entertainment. It crosses over. Netflix have got a proven model of success that ultimately they invest some money into these sort of things, whether it's Jake Paul versus Mike Tyson or Jake Paul versus Anthony Joshua. They'll look at their lifetime value of their average subscriber, not every subscriber, but their average subscriber, and then they multiply it by the amount of subscribers they think they're going to get as new ones.
Simon Jordan reveals that this fight isn't about boxing history, it's about a cold mathematical equation. He exposes how Netflix views legends like Mayweather and Pacquiao as entertainment models designed to spike subscriber numbers. It's a chilling reminder that while fans argue about the fight, Netflix is busy calculating the exact lifetime value of every viewer tuning in. This isn't a sporting decision, it's a data-driven trap designed to keep users subscribed for years to come. And in the eyes of the algorithm, Floyd isn't a fighter anymore. He's a high-value asset being moved across a balance sheet.
They have a 300 million subscriber base around the world, bigger than that now. I think the growth on the Mike Tyson, Jake Paul fights, I think they got 2 million subscribers out of it, new subscribers. Now, irrespective of whether some of those subscribers churn or don't stay for a long period of time, the average Netflix subscriber is worth $900. Some will be worth $1,500, some will be worth $29.99. So the average Netflix subscriber is worth $900. So by that mathematics, they paid Mike Tyson and Jake Paul something like 150 million, and they banked 2 billion.
Well worth it.
There's a scale.
Simon Jordan breaks down the staggering reality of why Netflix is willing to pay hundreds of millions, because they stand to bank billions in return. He points to the Mike Tyson and Jake Paul blueprint as proof that this isn't a gamble, but a guaranteed gold mine. For the streaming giants, this isn't just a sports event. It's a masterclass in turning legacy names into a $2 billion payday. When the potential return is this massive, the pressure on Mayweather to perform becomes overwhelming. Netflix isn't just hosting a fight, they are engineering a financial landslide that makes backing out a $1 billion mistake.
Now, sports, again, you look at what it is. You've got elite sport, you've got the top-end sport where you've got Better Biev fighting Bivol. You've got the great fighters of the current times that are fighting the best fighters in their class. Then you've got the kind of mock entertainment, elite, half elite boxing, which is Conor Benn versus Chris Eubank Jr. It has a foot in both camps. And then you've got this, and you've got Jake Paul versus Anthony Joshua, which are media translations of a sport. It was a breakout party for Anthony Joshua, pre the tragedy, obviously, for him to have a new life outside of boxing. Here is the media personality that is Anthony Joshua, the boxer, which is why you saw Anthony Joshua in the ring, spend so much time in the ring, so much time signing autographs, so much time spending time around it, because there's a new incarnation of Anthony Joshua, and I think it was a clever move. In this instance, Pacquiao versus Floyd Mayweather, they fought too late in 2015 when they were 36 and 37 respectively, I think.
They're 47 and 48 now.
Yeah. So it is some would say a cynical land grab, a financial opportunity. But if people are prepared to pay it, and Netflix are prepared to put it on, and people want to watch it on their Netflix subscription, and people want to subscribe to it.
With brutal honesty, Simon Jordan labels this rematch a cynical land grab that exists purely for the money. He argues that we are no longer watching elite sports, but a media translation of boxing where the fighters' ages don't matter as long as the check clears. In this new world, the sport is just a backdrop for a massive financial opportunity that neither Floyd nor Netflix could ever turn down. It's a transaction where nostalgia is the product and the fans are the customers. Even if the quality in the ring is gone, the money nickname ensures the transaction remains ironclad and irresistible.
Well, this is a natural progression. It's a natural evolution. Netflix started as a concept that used everyone else's content, and then started to commission their own content. They started to make their own films. You know, The Irishman was a film made for Netflix with Robert De Niro and Joe Pesci, and they started to build out their own content. They're now a business that has huge reach, huge opportunity, and sports is a massive passion center. It's a massive driver. Why would you not have versions of sport? They've dipped their toes in with Drive to Survive and all the other different shows that have ultimately been in the past, whether it was them that did Drive to Survive, I can't remember. But so, and I'm surprised, and I wouldn't be surprised if we see Amazon come and play more regularly in this. And what it is, and what it should be, is good for the sports in terms of the economics that bring to the sports. The more eyes that are on the prize, the wider the net, the bigger the interest levels come.
However, in response to many who criticize this pairing, Andre Ward stated that the fighters' similar ages, common histories, and similar skill levels make the battle inevitably difficult. He feels that their conflict will be intriguing, since they are almost the same age, come from the same era, and have a strong understanding of one another. He thinks it will still be interesting, even if it isn't as exciting as their first meeting.
I look at it a little bit different. Two older guys sometimes, because they don't have the energy and the legs to be moving as much, and the reflexes aren't as sharp, they're a little bit dull. These guys are still very, very good, but when you put them together at their age, given their history, and given the fact that I don't think Floyd's gonna have the energy to move the way that he did before. You could get a more entertaining fight.
Like Ward, Regis Prograis also responded to critics labeling the fight as just a money event. He stated that both fighters are legends who truly love the sport. He further explained that a fighter understands another fighter's motives behind every move. In his view, love and passion for boxing often drive athletes to do unexpected things, which is exactly what seems to be happening in this matchup.
Money. Floyd, I mean, he always gets some big shit, you know what I'm saying? He probably just loves the sport just like we all do. It's hard to retire from boxing because when you love something, you just love it. That's how it is. That's the same thing with me right now. Like, people tell me to retire. I'm like, hell no, I love this shit. I love training. I love fighting. Like, why the fuck would I retire? I love it. You know what I'm saying? So, hopefully Floyd not broke. I don't believe he is.
Furthermore, Coach Rodney dismissed the possibility of a knockout. He explained that both fighters possess strong awareness of each other's style, so they will likely avoid each other's best shots. He added that pursuing a knockout also increases the risk of being knocked out. While he predicted Floyd to win, he expects the victory to come by decision rather than stoppage.
When he, like money, he's kind of cautious. I don't think he's going for a knockout because, you know, when you're trying to knock somebody out, you put yourself in danger of getting knocked out. And I don't think Floyd want to put himself in that position where he going to put himself in a position to get knocked out. So, I mean, I think he going to fight, you know, nice and smooth and try not to get hit, you know, and make him pay.
Moreover, Chael Sonnen also highlighted the prospect of an exciting fight. He noted that public demand for this matchup has been immense, making it a major event once again. Discussing the fighters, Sonnen pointed out that what's at stake suggests a night full of action, with both contenders likely to go toe-to-toe, pushing themselves to their limits in pursuit of victory.
But we were really impressed with how good Manny looked. Like, his conditioning was on point. He had to go the distance. He's got to get off the canvas. He's got to put the other guy on the canvas. He's losing some rounds. He's coming back. Like, Manny is still really a handful. I would imagine the same is true for Floyd, but the mere fact that the promoter and Netflix got Floyd to put the perfect record on the line, and they're not just bringing Manny in off the shelf, right? Manny already did that. He already came in off the shelf, and he fought a world champion, and he got a draw. That makes that fight compelling. And I think that they really need to steer into that. They really need to steer into the fact that Floyd's 50-0.
Additionally, according to Rolly Romero, Manny Pacquiao is not as skilled as Floyd Mayweather and may even be in danger during this bout. He believes that in terms of skill, ring intelligence, and general boxing ability, Mayweather outperforms Pacquiao. Romero boldly supported Floyd, pointing out that the rematch will be similar to their 2015 fight and cautioning that Pacquiao's errors in the ring may be costly.
Kind of fight?
I'm not sure. I'm not sure. I mean, like I said, I think it's gonna be a similar kind of fight, but I mean, Floyd's gonna beat. Yeah, it's just gonna outbox him. Yeah. And honestly, if Floyd does like start digging to Pacquiao's body early, I mean, Floyd's gonna. This fight isn't really about Pacquiao. It's more about what Floyd wants to do to him. If Floyd wants to box him, he's gonna box. If Floyd wants to press him, we're gonna see Floyd press him.
Keeping all the training videos and predictions in mind, the clash between Floyd Mayweather and Manny Pacquiao promises to be very exciting and competitive. They both bring complete boxing skills, abilities, and maturity into the ring. Given the stakes, both would try to win and solidify their position in the rivalry. Overall, it is going to be a huge matchup as highlighted by many, so fans should not miss it. Considering all these things, the boxing community is truly excited to see both of them back in the ring. Just their comebacks would have made fans thrilled for their fight, but the fact that they are facing each other adds even more excitement. Though predictions are divided, supporters of both contenders remain hopeful about their favorites' chances. Fans of Manny Pacquiao call it his time for revenge, while followers of Mayweather Jr. argue that if he couldn't do it in his prime, how could he do it now? Now, in the end, it's your time to share what you think. Which prediction do you believe will prove true, or do you have some other thoughts in mind? Let us know in the comment section below. Also, if you have not liked the video yet, please like it and subscribe to the channel, as it encourages us to work even harder. Thanks for watching, and stay tuned for further updates.